Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. This is Bellagio, and again, this video we are going to talk about all the notes that Bandai dropped last night. Yes, there are a lot of them, and I actually read through some of them already in game. But actually, this is going to be the first time I'm reading it through the X account, official account of One Piece Treasure Cruise. So if you haven't read it yet, let's go and read them together. See what they have to say. All right, the first note here is a letter from OPTC team. So looking back on 11 years, so they said, let's look back on it. What happens? They basically thanks us for the support. They introduced 11th anniversary. And then Assault Rumbles provide good enjoy experience for all users. They plan to take into account surveys, so there are going to be more surveys coming. I've received a lot of feedback on the new Assault Rumble content, notably the great deal of feedback. Okay, so they're going to increase reward for us. Maybe we are looking to adding more rewards. Yeah, we love that. We're also considering various other improvements. Okay, that's good to hear. So yeah, this first page is basically thanks for your feedback, and we will continue improving, which is a good sign. That's a good sign. So next is future plan updates. This is the second page. So basically they're going to tell us what are they planning. They received a lot of feedback concerning quality of life in the game. Yes, we plan to add more improvement to address that. That is really huge. That is huge. Why? Because quality of life, I have experienced that quality of life of this game is sometimes it's kind of harsh. As a gacha game, you have been collecting a lot of rainbow gems, a lot of time and effort. Some people, a lot of money, right? And then at the end, Gacha God is not on their side, so they spend a lot of pulls and they didn't get the units that they are desiring, and that's kind of let them down. And sometimes this game could be really, really hard if you don't have the right units, the right team. Then it could put you down in the despair mode. So by that, it's kind of, sometimes it's just making people quit because of that. And if they knows about this, if they realize about this, they should avoid that, because they don't want people to leave the game, right? The more people playing the game, even if they are free to play, it's still better for the game community. Okay, so that's good that they are aware about this. Now, more detailed information will be announced in the in-game notice about this week's update. Alright, so we'll look forward to that. Regarding treasure map improvement, treasure map TM, to create more pleasant in-game play experience and make it easier for players to aim higher league ranking, we plan to implement following. We'll reduce the difficulty of crew editing by limiting battles required. Crew editing to boss battle and intrusion battles, while encounter battle. Okay. So this is what they are saying, that there might be, I don't remember, maybe 3 stages to reach the boss. They might reduce that to make it easier. So less gimmick for us to deal with. Therefore, easier to make a team. So this is basically good for a new player as well. Yeah, this change will pretty much keep more new players to play the game. And that is good. We need that. We need more new players to play the game. Alright, regarding Clue Edit, we are considering implementing a new feature allowing players to look at the clear crew. Okay. Alright, so basically this is just give you more beta, like what units is good, maybe tell you not just the unit, but the team combination. I hope. That's what I'm expecting. Team combination, and then people can just follow the guideline, especially new players. Alright, regarding the addition volume, we plan to implement feature allow players to finally adjust the volume. Okay, this is not really doing anything much. In addition to the above, we are also considering adding features that will make various events more enjoyable and easier for new players. Okay, we will. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's basically saying that they see you, they value you as a new players. They want to make things easier for you. You don't have to pull a lot or like having a big character box so that you can play this game. No, you don't need that. And I totally agree. Okay, that's good. Good. Second page. Third page. Announcing the latest of One Piece Day. Right. One Piece Day 2025 will be holding a One Piece Day celebration Sugo Fest. So there's going to be Sugo Fest. Yeah, we expected that. Then we plan to share information about One Piece Day celebration Sugo Fest in the One Piece news at One Piece Day 25. Number 1. Program planned on One Piece Day. Okay. And then there will be live stream at this YouTube. You can copy this and then watch it on August 9th. August 9th, what date is that? Hopefully it's not on the weekday. August 9th is Saturday. Alright, then I should be able to watch it. Sorry. We would like to thank you once again playing the game. We hope you continue enjoying playing. Okay. Third page is nothing much. It's just telling you that, okay, One Piece Day is coming and we are going to be announcing news about that. So, the letters. That's it. Pretty good. So far, I think they are aware of how important to make new players happy and then keep playing the game, slowly build up a character box, and then enjoy the game. Yeah. Okay. And more rewards. Yes, that's important too. Alright, now let's talk about the next note, which regards to next version update, 15.1. Alright, the first one here is saying Kisuna level turbo potion. The new Kisuna level turbo potion is here. When you use Kisuna level turbo potion, you can challenge bosses from anywhere between the current boss level and 4 levels higher. If you defeat the boss level after using Kisuna level potion, turbo potion, it will clear the levels up and then you will basically receive all the rewards from each level you skipped. Okay, in game you have, if game over after Kisuna level turbo potion, you can challenge the same level again at the damage dealt will be carried over. When using Kisuna level potion, you can also send out an assistant. Okay. Alright, so for this Kisuna Turbo Potion is basically a new item that you can use during Kisuna game mode. If you have already experienced, this kind of remind me, is if you have already experienced PKA and you basically collecting sake for Soro, Kisuna level Turbo Potion works the same way as maybe the same concept as Soro sake. So you kind of jump to the higher boss level faster, so that you don't have to. Yeah, it save your time for playing. Nothing more than that. And by using this, if you win, then you can collect all the rewards from clearing 4 levels. Yeah. Alright, it's just a fast track. So having it or not, it's not really that, I think, not really that important. If you have it, it would be good. You would save some time, but people would probably never go out of its way to purchase this with the gem. For example, if you have a gem and they're selling this Kisuna Turbo Potion, you never want to buy them with the gem. Okay, if you can trade it with something else, okay, that's another story. But never trade with gems, right? So, okay, it's good to know. It will be a time saving, but not really a big things. Let's see what's the next thing. This page here is talking about Rainbow Tavern Medals. A new item that can be used to recruit has been added. They can be obtained from the event awards and can be used in place of rainbow gems at a tavern. Oh, okay. So you don't. So now to pull characters on a regular basis, you don't need to use gem. You can use this tavern, and then you can collect them So I bet this Rainbow Taverns is something that you cannot purchase, but you get it as a reward from playing the whatever mode it is. Rainbow Tavern medals will expire after a certain period once they are obtained it. So please make sure to use them before they expire. The check Tavern or mail received a screen for expiration date. Okay. So there is an expiration date on the Tavern medals. That means you want to use them up before it expired, right? The thing is, the question has come to my mind is this the right conversion? 10 taverns equal to 40 rainbow gems? But usually to do 10 plus 1, we need 50 rainbow gems. Okay. So, yeah, big questions. How many taverns token that we need to do one multi-pool? Right? So this is going to define how much you want to grind to get this reward as well. But it's cool. It's actually nice for free-to-play players, I think, because if you're free-to-play players, you will want to collect the taverns, and then you keep all those gems to play. Use all those gems on the big Super Suko Fest event, and then Tavern medals, you can use them on a regular event anytime you want before the expiration date. So that's awesome. Actually, this is really good. I like it. It's going to make free-to-play players want to play this game more. That's nice. All right. There are two questions I have in my mind. First, how many do we need to do one pool, one multi-pool? How many Rainbow Tavern medals? And then the second question is, how do we get them? Recruits and power up. Okay, what is this note? This note said recruit and characters power up change. Recruit change. Level limit break. Characters will appears in recruits. The value of character and their details will be varied by recruit. Please check the notice. Does that mean you can recruit them with level limit break? I think they might talk about recruit tavern, like when you go to tavern bar, then you swipe left. That would be friend recruits. Maybe they're talking about that. You can use friend recruits and then recruit something that could level limit break character. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Honestly, I don't really know about this one. Character power up change. When turning character of the same evolution tree into materials, some stat can be carried over. Right. This is nice. Even if you obtain a limit break character afterwards and turn them into a material, the follow stat will be added to the... This is really good. Why? Because... Well, actually, for new players, might not be that exciting, but for veterans, for old players, long-time players, they might have already, like 6 stars, 6 star plus. They might have already 6 star characters, and that already be level limit break. So all the stats are pretty much max, and that 6 star characters is released in a 6 star plus, right? And then hold on. Vice versa. I don't know, but there's gonna be some situation that this could be good. Well, I guess this page is sort of like, yeah, whatever. Alright, next page. What is this? This note. Damage adjustment rework. Okay, they're talking about the pretty much Kisuna. When changes to damage adjustment when exceeding 1 trillion damage. Exceeding 1 trillion damage you're going to be aiming for big damage when you play Kisuna. So this is going to be affecting Kisuna the most. Until now, adjustments have been made when damage exceed 1 trillion, yeah. So previously, if you would do 5 trillion damage, the damage adjustment will made it 1.04 trillion instead. With the new adjustment, what? From 5 to 1.04 again. I think there must be something wrong here. I think I looked at the in-game notification. It's not like this. Let me check the in-game notification real quick. Sorry, I don't have it up right now, but here it is. It's supposed to be 1.40. So this is supposed to be 1.4. So the new modifier, it is a little bit higher than previous one. And then they're gonna change this again. The new one with damage limit break. If you do 5 trillion, you're gonna have 2.3 trillion damages. So what exactly they're telling us here is that, you know, if you have the same team but not level limit break, you will be doing, if you do 5 trillion damage, then the modification will reduce it down to 1.4. But if your characters is level limit break, like the majority of your characters has high damage limit break, high damage limit break, then it's your 5 trillion is going to become that. And basically they are saying that they're encouraging players to level limit break, period. They are giving us some more values to do level limit break, to do level up. So damage of 1 trillion for 2 damage, blah 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 blah. Damage value shown on the image. Yeah. Okay. So the next page is saying damage limit break, 1 character levels effect. So when creating a crew, the higher the total of the character levels, the easier it is to deal damage. If everyone's on the crew is level 100, 5 trillion damage will be adjusted to 1.4. If you include support and helper captains and everyone on the crew that is level 150, then 5 trillion damage will be adjusted to 2 trillion damage. Right. So basically they're saying the higher the level of everyone's in the crew, the higher the modification going to be. Yeah, as I assume. If they're encouraging us to level all the characters up to 150, they're giving us more values to do that. Right. Second thing is damage limit type, damage class. 2 new potential abilities will be added soon. Oh, the highest value of the activated effects will be reflected in the adjustment limit break with both character levels and potential abilities to deal huge damage. Ha ha ha. Okay, so beside level up, level limit break, your characters, they're going to be adding something new. They call it potential ability. They call it damage limit break types and damage limit break class. And these 2 new potential ability will be added later. And they encourage us to add this and level this up. Again, to give us reason to keep leveling up your characters, reason for people to like trying their best in Kisuna, especially on a super boss Kisuna. And by doing this, we're gonna spend Whale's gonna be spending a lot of money on this, and Bandai is gonna do a lot of good business. That's it. Ultimately, it's all business. It all comes to business, right, Bandai? Alright, last poster here is OPTC Run. The new minigame is here. And this is going to answer on how we can acquire this Tavern Medals. So tap to control every running of Luffy, overcome obstacle and enemies and aim for higher score. The enemies, item and pitfalls. Tap the screen on the right at the right time and then earn the score. Aim for the perfect tap. So it's going to be a totally new mode, a new game mode. Luffy is going to be running, and we just have to tap. You can challenge this 3 times a day. You can refill it with stamina meat. Okay, that's good. Let's give values to this stamina meat. So far, the stamina meats that we have, we only use stamina meats in 2 modes. One is PKA, which you can refill the stamina 2 times per day. So only two meats can be used per day. The other mode is co-op mode, where basically you just refill your stamina bar. Yeah, so I like it. I have a lot of meat. People have a lot of meat for sure if you play this game for a while, because you never consume meat. There's not many occasions that you can consume meat. So this mini game is going to be another mode that you can consume meat. You can use the meat to add more challenge. They didn't say how many stamina meat you can recover, so I would assume it would be the same as PKA. There should be a limit to that. Otherwise, people will just transform this meat into this, and then they'll keep playing this to earn the medals, right? They'll start every Sunday at 6 until Monday. So that's only 24 hours gap that you can play this event. Be sure to participate when the event is on. Okay, so that's only one days a week, right? If I interpret this correctly, 1 day a week, every Sunday, and then you have three chances to play. You can refill it with meat, maybe as many times as you want. I don't know. And then from playing this, you will get rewards. You can get the new item, Rainbow Tavern Medal, to do rare recruits. So how easy it is to come out, we don't know. Just have to wait and really play this mode. When is it gonna come out? Don't know. Maybe soon, whenever we download the new version. Alright, that's all the nodes, right? That's a lot that's a lot for us to grind down, a lot of us to filter down. But so far, it's another step for improvement, I say, right? And really appreciate this for Bandai that trying to improve. Okay, that being said, I think, in my opinion, this is good. They will give us more rewards. They will try to make the game easier and more enjoyable especially for free-to-play and new players. And they also gave us more reason to wail on this game. And last but not least, there's going to be more news coming out in about a week and a half on the 9th of August. Only 8 days from now. So, One Piece Day. It is. Right, so that being said, I hope you like this video. If you have any comments or if you have any questions, feel free to just put in comments in my video. If I have time, I will come and answer that for sure. That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.